In this video, we're going to be looking at surface area of cones. Again, you're going to be looking at a new formula and looking at how it can be helpful in math and science. Let's recall what a cone looks like. It does have that circular base. Little different here. We're not actually looking at the height of the cone like we did when we did the volume. To find the surface area of a cone, we're going to kind of break it down into this net. So you do have your circular base, and then you have that lateral surface. Now, that's not a triangle. It kind of looks like it could be, however, this side is curved. So we have our circle base, and we have our lateral surface. We'll be finding the area of each of these, and then adding them together to find the total surface area. One thing, and it's a new term for everybody, is the lateral height of the cone, and that is actually that outside height from the base up to that vertex at the top there. So you are going to have a new variable, which is a lowercase l, and that means the lateral height of that cone. Okay. Formula for the surface area of a cone is pi times r times L plus pi times r squared. So again, we have that lateral area, so the pi times r times L will give us the area for that lateral surface. And then, of course, pi r squared is that circular base, that circle at the bottom of your cone. Remember that r is your radius, L is that lateral height measurement. So let's look at an example. We have this particular cone. In this example, you have a diameter of 14 millimeters and you have a lateral height of 34.9. Now remember, that's the lateral height because it's not that perpendicular height that we're used to seeing labeled on the inside of the cone. So this is your L, and this is a diameter. Notice we don't need the diameter, so we're going to have to take that diameter and divide it by 2 so that we can get our radius. So we're actually going to be using 7 in place of r. So make sure you remember that if you're given a diameter. All right, again, I've already put the values into our formula. So pi times r times the lateral height will be pi times 7 times 34.9, and then pi times r squared will be pi times 7 squared. So let's do the math, and remember, order of operations, we want to do all of this multiplication first and then last do our addition. So we're going to do pi times 7 times 34.9. So that lateral surface of our cone is going to be 767.5, rounded to the tenths place there. And I'm using the pi button, so if you're a little off from mine, it may be because you're using 3.14 instead of pi, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, let's find the area of our circular base. So we're going to do pi times 7 squared. That gives us 153.9. Now, you're just going to add up the 2. So 767.5 plus 153.9 gives us a total surface area of 921.4, and we're going to label that with millimeters squared. Again, surface area, so we're not cubing anymore, we're going back to our units squared. So that is finding the area of a cone. We will do more examples in class.